So isn't it funny how life works? You make plans and God usually has another plan. So I have Crohn's disease. I've had Crohn's disease for over 15 years. I was diagnosed when I was 25. Um, it has been a emotional journey for sure. I've had 2 surgeries, 2 intestinal resections. My Crohn's is more based, I have Crohn's and ulcerative colitis. I can't even say it right now. I'm on painkillers because I had to come home from work in severe pain. Anyway, I've had 2 surgeries in the past. And for the past 4 years after I had my son, I've been struggling with flare-ups. I've been on Humira, Cimzia, and now, as of December 2015, I've been on Entyvio. Now, once I started Entyvio, the symptoms that I had been experiencing for the past 4 years subsided. But then what started was stricture pain. I've never had strictures before. Obviously, Crohn's is an inflammatory disease of your intestines. For me, both large and small, and some of my colon. Just in 2016 alone. I've been hospitalized 3 times, and I've been on prednisone, and of course, numerous other antibiotics, Flagyl, 6MP, I can't pronounce any of them, who cares right now, but, at no avail. Do I seem to get better every time I start weaning off the prednisone? I am back. So, this last time I was in the hospital in June for my birthday. I was there for about 4 or 5 days and spoke to a surgeon again. And this time around, yeah, I agreed. I said, yeah, let's do this. The good thing is there's no new situations going on there. Like, so I don't have any new disease anywhere. What I have is old stuff from old surgery. Oh my God, the pain. And so, yeah, I lost my train of thought there. So, so the good thing is it seems to be that Entyvio might be my drug. I mean, Humira was too back in the day, but Blue Cross Blue Shield, sorry to call you out. I'm not sure if I'm able to do that or not. Back then, after I got 2 infusions, was it Humira or was it Remicade? It was Remicade. Sorry, Remicade. Is where whatever the infusion you go into the hospital or clinic and they hook you up to machine for a few hours. And then they said I wasn't sick enough, and I stopped it. So when they reintroduced me a few years ago to the medication, my body had built antibodies and, of course, rejected it. I had a side effect. So anyway, so it seems that Entyvio may be doing some good stuff. It's just not going to heal the fistulas, the old fistulas, and the old stuff that's been brewing for the past, few years. So anyway, back in June 22nd on my birthday, I said, yeah, let's do surgery. So I went for my surgery appointment this Wednesday, and jokingly I said, sure, I'm ready when you are, doc. And he was like, okay, next week. And he was joking, of course, because we have to wait on scheduling. And so scheduling called me yesterday. We scheduled it for the 24th. And it was time for me to lower my prednisone dose yesterday. And so I did. And I had to go meet with HR at work today. And I wanted to do that face to face. I work for a I'm blessed to work for a very good company, and I work from home most of the time because of the pain and because of all the side effects of the meds and also the side effects of Crohn's. So I went, and I had been feeling when I woke up this morning, I started feeling the pain again. Typically my pain isn't like I have flank pain in the back, and I guess that's the inflammation and, intestinal stuff. So I drank Ensure, didn't eat anything heavy, banana, all that's good, yummy, bland stuff. But around 11:30, the pain was really heavy as I was sitting in the office. And so I called the surgeon's office, and I asked for some pain meds. And so they wrote it on my way to the office, the doctor's office. It was like a good 20 minutes. I thought I wasn't going to make it. I made it by the grace of God. And then made it back, and I couldn't go back to the office. I had to literally run home, and I had to stop at Walgreens and get my prescription filled, and of course wait there for another 20 minutes, hurled over in the waiting room, and of course people are looking at me like, what is she doing? Right? But the pharmacists, they were so nice because they saw that I was in pain, and they filled it as quickly as they could for me, and so I got home, and I didn't even wait leaving Walgreens. I opened up the pill, I took one, I bought a drink, and headed home, and immediately I don't even know how I crashed into bed, and I texted the office, and I told them, obviously I couldn't go back in. So now the moral of the story is my plan was, I started journaling. I have a blog, and, I made a to-do list of all the things. The surgery was scheduled for the 26th of July. So that's like 2 weeks out, 2 weeks and like 4 days out. Today's the 7th, I think, of July. So, I had I'm a planner and I'm a control freak. Maybe that's the reason why I have Crohn's. I don't know. So I had planned so many things, and a really nice video to introduce my story, and then start the process of blogging my recovery before and after, of course, before surgery and then after surgery. If anything, if I can help one person, maybe that's my purpose in life. But needless to say, I because of this pain, the surgeon actually called and said that he's bumping up the surgery, and they had called me. They said, okay, we can bump it up next week to Thursday the 14th. And then they called me back just now as I'm laying here, and it's scheduled now for Wednesday. I think it's the 12th, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't looked at a calendar yet. So yeah, big surgery on Wednesday. I don't know the details yet exactly. I'm hoping. We don't know if I'm going to get a colostomy bag yet or anything like that. I thought I had more time to ask questions, but that's going to be Monday when I have my pre-op appointment with the surgeon. Wow. I have a 4.5-year-old. I have work. I have mortgage. There was so many things I was going to do, so many bills I was going to cut. And, because I'm going to be on short-term disability, and so funds are going to be low. So I guess it's divine intervention. It's what I need. Obviously, it's put in my path for a reason. Sorry for the raw emotions. But I thought I had more time to kind of process surgery. Surgery's never fun. I mean, the first two surgeries I had were not elective, they were emergency. This is kind of not an emergency, but obviously it's turned into a little bit because they bumped it up. Um, the surgeon didn't feel that 2 weeks out would be enough, or he felt it would be too long. And the way I started feeling at 11:30 to come running home the way that I did, praying to God to drive me home, and all I could think of, Jesus, take the wheel. um, so obviously, yeah, that's it. So I will hopefully this weekend be able to be well enough to um, finish my blog and post this, and maybe post a more nicer video where I'm not so raw, full of emotion. But yeah, I still hopefully plan to. It's not going to be as organized as I intended it to be. Um, but I think maybe that's one of the reasons why I'm going through this. I need to let it go. I need to stop being such a control freak. I can't control everything, right? So this is a journey. It's part of the journey for me as well of broadening my horizon, letting things go, removing toxic people from my life, removing toxic feelings, forgiving, forgiving those who've hurt me, and forgiving bad vibes, and just letting it go. And another thing that I want to do is limit the things that I have. I mean, I've created this abundance of things, and the more I have, the more I've wanted. And I am, I think part of this process and this journey with this surgery is not only changing, a lot of my diet, and not that I eat bad either. I'm not a foodie. I mean, you'll know more when I post more things. But also to be in tune more with just my source, and not things, and not be attached to things. And I think and that, and of course a couple of other things. I mean, I read a lot about, or I read a lot of Dr. Wayne Dyer's stuff, and I've been listening to a lot of Abraham Hicks as well. They talk a lot about law of attraction, but it's a little bit deeper and bigger than that. It's not just law of attraction. I don't know, I'm probably getting a lot of people rolling their eyes, but hey, whatever works for you, whatever works for me, right? And I think I've always been a positive person. I really, really have. I mean, those not of you, I don't know, but those around me know that I've always attempted to keep a positive outlook on life. I'm always so grateful and thankful. But I'm going to take it a step deeper than that. And I'm going to make some real changes in my life, and I'm going to document that. I think that's not only going to motivate me, but it's going to keep me honest, right? So, all right, well, this video is going to get too long, and I won't be able to upload it, and who knows what's going to happen. I may have to cut some stuff out. So, more to come on this Crohn's surgery journey of mine, the recovery and my lifestyle changes. And yeah, we'll see, right? Thank you so much for listening. If you did, if you care, if you have Crohn's or know somebody with Crohn's, and they may be going through a similar situation, or they may have, love to hear some of those stories and how they overcame it themselves, but also for those who may be going and struggling through this, and need some support. I may be raw right now, but typically I am a rock, and I have a lot of faith and a lot of determination that things work out for a reason. I just found out I'm in pain. Right now I'm laying down. I had to run from work. It sucks. I had things to do at work. And so now, yeah. So it's raw right now, but I hope you guys follow me and are able to either provide me with feedback, or hopefully it'll help somebody. So bye. I'm going to sleep. See you next time.